Sunday School friends. Today we have a gospel reading for you from Luke chapter 8 verses 41 through 56, and we are going to read Raising Jairus' Daughter. And behold, there came a man named Jairus, and he was a ruler of the synagogue, and he fell down at Jesus' feet and begged him to come home to his house. For he had an only daughter about 12 years of age, and she was dying. But as he went, the multitudes thronged him. Now a woman, having a flow of blood for 12 years, who had spent all her livelihood on physicians and could not be healed by any, came from behind and touched the border of his garment. And immediately her flow of blood stopped. And Jesus said, "Who touched me?" When all denied it, Peter and those with him said, "Master, the multitudes throng and press you, and you say, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus said, "Somebody touched me, for I perceive power going out of me." Now when the woman saw that she was not hidden, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared to him in the presence of all the people the reason she had touched him and how she was healed immediately. And he said to her, "Daughter, be of good cheer. Your faith has made you well. Go in peace." While he was still speaking, someone came from the ruler of the synagogue's house, saying to him, "Your daughter is dead. Do not trouble the teacher." But when Jesus heard it, he answered him, saying, "Do not be afraid, only believe, and she will be made well." When he came into the house, he permitted no one to go in except Peter, James, and John, and the father and mother of the girl. Now all wept and mourned for her, but he said, "Do not weep. She is not dead, but sleeping." And they ridiculed him, knowing that she was dead. But he put them all outside, took her by the hand, and called, saying, "Little girl, arise." Then her spirit returned, and she arose immediately. And he commanded that she be given something to eat. And her parents were astonished, but he charged them to tell no one what had happened. So in this gospel reading, we witnessed two miracles in the same day. Both events full of hope, belief, full of faith. The first woman believed so much that Jesus would heal her. She just knew in her heart that he would, and he did. Now remember, what did Jesus say to this woman after she declared that she was the one who touched him and that he had healed her? Jesus said, "Daughter, be of good cheer. Your faith has made you well." So Jesus does not take credit for the healing, even though we read that he felt the power going out of him. Instead, he gives her the credit, showing us if we believe, we can receive. Jairus, also so full of faith, truly believed Jesus would heal his daughter. Think about who Jesus let into the home with him. Those that ridiculed him were not allowed in. Why? Well, where was their faith? They didn't believe the daughter could be saved because she was dead. But those full of hope and faith, so the girl's parents, along with Peter, James, and John, stood by the side of Jesus and the girl. During this event, the child was dead. She could not pray for herself, could not have hope, but she was surrounded by hope and by those who believed with all their hearts. And again, a miracle happened. Jesus said, "Little girl, arise," and she did. So I want to use a little metaphor here. How many of you know the game Trust? So this is where somebody you know stands behind you and you're supposed to fall backwards and expect them to catch you. Okay? So, and please don't play this at home. So there's pretty much three kind of reactions for the faller. You're either all in, you completely trust that person, you know they're going to catch you. You just lean back, you fall, and they swoop you up, and you have true confidence, true belief, true trust. And then there's kind of the halfway. You think they're going to catch you, but you're not entirely sure, so maybe you scooch a little lower, so just in case they don't catch you, you don't hit the ground so hard. But you go in, trying. And then the third is the complete doubter. You think you don't trust them at all. They're not going to catch you, so you don't even attempt it, right? So what if the person standing behind you was Jesus? Would you fall? Do you have faith that he would catch you? I think every single one of us, absolutely, we wouldn't even think about it. We would just fall backwards. We know that he would catch us because he loves us. He is merciful and wonderful. So when you think about that on a physical level, try and think about that beyond that. How much faith do you have in God? What could you trust him with? It should be everything. Can you? With your marriage or children or family, any challenges you might think, any help that you may need? Would you be all in? Complete faith, 100%, no matter what it is, all the time? Maybe halfway, sometimes doubting. You want to try it because you think it's there, but you're not entirely sure. Are you full of doubt? This is a good way to gauge your faith. And it's important to be that all in all the time. Because remember Jesus' comment about having faith. Faith healed that woman. So we have to believe to receive. So I want you guys to practice, make sure that you're praying because that will help strengthen your faith. And reading the gospel. Every time I read these, I see it in a new light, and it really does bring about more faith. And I think, you're going to find as you go on, your faith will be tested, and that's okay. As long as you stay true to God, remember how much he loves you and how much you love God. So I hope that resonates well for you. Remember, please don't play that game at home. And I miss you all. I hope you're all well, and see you soon.